I think as an actor, I have an obligation, first and foremost, to my audience, because as any type of creative, our jobs would not exist without the constant support of the people who watch whatever it is that we create. And I think part of the joy of creation is in the fact that there is going to be, it's a very transactional thing where somebody has to be on the receiving end of whatever it is you're creating. So the thing that inspires and motivates me the most to continuously give my best and try my best is, of course, the people who are on the receiving end of any content that I'm involved in, which is my audience.
My reputation. Because I think acting is a long-term game, you know, something that you can do when you're young, when you're old. So I think that also affects, like, you know, when you want to do something, you want to do it right, you want to do it your best, and you want to know that after you're done doing it, you want to feel satisfied.
Well, I suppose because when I play a character or a role, I represent certain people or certain community. So I feel that I have a responsibility to make sure that I play the role well.
Ooh, I have always been, like, I feel like a champion of diversity. I quite enjoy when, you know, we kind of start treating the Malaysian market as a whole instead of dividing ourselves even further from something that's already kind of like a small country. We have so many different races and cultures here, and I think that's part of what makes this country so great. So I love to see that there's like an increasing initiative to create stories that are catered to all Malaysians rather than dividing us just because of our different cultural backgrounds or our different languages that we speak. I would love to see more content that unifies the country.
I'm a huge K-drama, you know, K-films, Korean films. And I love that they push their limits. They talk about things that normally, I think, especially in Malaysia, people wouldn't talk about. So I think the kinds of films that I would like to see in Malaysia, I like to see a more varied genre. Like especially in South Korea, they talk about politics, they talk about sex, taboo stuff, you know, and then when they do something gory, they go all out. So I think for Malaysia, I just wish that we are more bold, we have a slightly bigger budget, and then, you know, we do psychological thrillers, crimes, things that people wouldn't expect you to do. That's what I want to see more from Malaysian filmmakers especially, yeah.
Stories that push boundaries, more creative stories, more women roles. There's so many stories about women that are not being told. So I would like to see that.
Challenging, rewarding, fulfilling.
Slowly but surely.
Always, ever changing.
The dream role / film for me is always and has always been to take on like different challenging environments, but with a very strong female lead at the center. I think it's very empowering, and I think, like, again, with the diversity movement, it's so important that people see accurate representation of something that is aspirational on TV, so that young girls, young people looking up to the future of content see stuff that inspires them and makes them feel as if they can grow towards emulating a very strong character that leaves a good example.
I want to play an autistic female who want to go in this pursuit of achieving her dream. Yeah, because I feel that that's not really featured. We always feature, you know, like, I mean, like it's quite male-driven, you know, autistic men and stuff like that and stuff, but there's not really so much of female, except for the latest one, I think, Extraordinarily Tony Wu. But I want to do more films like that, I guess, with that sort of role, because I think that would be quite challenging and it would be quite fun, or something that sort of tests my physical abilities, like becoming extremely, you know, skinny and stuff like The Machinist, you know, or changing my physical just completely, like you wouldn't even know that that's Jasmine. I think that is something that I really want to do.
Someone with DID, dissociative identity disorder, person with multiple personalities. I would also like to be in action movie. I mean, I've done action movies but never had a fight sequence. Yeah, and I would love to do that, to have my own fight sequence. And of course, the ultimate wish is to be in a film with Meryl Streep.